you going to? Which test for it?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, fast.com or something?
No.
It's much stronger. So, all right, John, thanks for checking in, too. 22 and going to 48 there in Nashville. I'm going to break with protocol here and go to number 4 and call W4EHZ. Hey, Bob, in Ocala, Florida. You're up right now. Come on in. Good morning.
Frankie, if you're still there, Ernest, thank you very much for calling today, and Clive, Alan, and Bridge. I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow or later today. Kilo Echo 5 Echo Echo 73 all. Everybody have a great day.
Okay, Stan. Take care. All the best. Later.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks all the guys here in the U.S. And Rich, we'll talk to you later. KE5E, going to breakfast. Thank you, Ed. See you later, Ed.
It's a little bit noisy here with storms in the region, and it's a little bit difficult to pull out the wind blocks, but you're loud and clear. You will so far fine, over.
Thank you, Tony, for the 598, and I usually have high noise level here because the sun is just warming up as the sun is just risen, so usually about an hour.
I'm seeing here from this speed test is extremely good communications between the phone and the router, and somewhere in the 200 up, 200 down, and 10 to 30 up. That's what I'm getting, both from the phone and the router, and talking to the satellite Jim VY2WW.
I think Dick is getting it slightly better than you are. So, are your satellites north of you? Is it where you're located? Is all the Starlink satellites north of people, even though in the northern areas?
And before I forget, I want to give a thanks in advance to BXI for covering the next 2 Tuesdays second shift. And while I'm on that subject, I'll be covering for Dwight today. He called me last night. He fell again, so he didn't think he'd be able to do it. Anyhow, right here in Bombay, the weather is currently 46 degrees. The wrong button, pardon me. I wiped everything out. Here we go. High lows are going to go to about 53.
That's iPhone to the internet. That's going through.
It just crossed over 200, and it varies. I mean, it'll vary depending on which switchbird is overhead, you know, But there's 203 down and 10 up. That's a very typical reading from my iPhone to the internet. Go ahead, Jim.
Okay, Roger. Wow. Let me see, Dick, are you being thrown off the link? What's happening? I'm seeing it go on and off.
That's my fault. In other words, I get into a business where I just don't have the bandwidth and it dumps me off in machine. The only question I have to ask is which version of satellite dish do you have?
I've got the early round dish.
All right, so if you've been watching all the videos and everything else, they will tell you flat out that the small one has faster speeds.
Yeah, okay, it may very well. I can't imagine why, though. It's much smaller. And the principle on which these things work are having lots and lots of little active antennas on the surface that are connected together in a phased array. And
Two Charlie Sierra. I wonder if
Radio Club will take you through that chat tab.
We're gonna poke out here and see what happens. And Steve, thanks for checking in. And you'll be taking the second hour today. So.
This is November 4, Juliet Lima Romeo in Melbourne, Florida. Opened up the down home net on 7.173. And has section class portion of the band. Slot was slated between 6 and 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Everybody's welcome. We use NetLogger on the logging application, and if you haven't, just select the down home net. If you don't, you can download it. I believe, I know it's for a PC. I believe it's for a Mac too, and you can get it.
That's something new. I haven't
done a speed test that showed the test between the router and the phone. But they give you all three readings, and
Whiskey 1, Kentucky, Echo November. Taking pre-net check-ins for the Navy net. It is an open net. Give us a call sign.
it runs icicles down the side of it. You've probably seen that in the pictures people post, and it's quite interesting looking. But it doesn't. It may slow it down a little under the biggest snowfall, the heaviest conditions. I don't think we ever really lost the internet. I was impressed with that. Over.
Roger that. And for that we never noticed before. The other thing that they're finding out on the now with the snow and everything else, and people mounting the dishes down low, they're finding out it has a tendency to attract cats during the snow time because of the warmth that the dishes give off. So I guess the cats aren't stupid.
I saw that picture. I like that. That's a funny picture. It looks like there's 4 or 5 cats inside a round dishy there. It would hold 4 or 5 good-sized cats. It's a big dish. I've got mine on an old what do you call it? What ExploreNet. We have ExploreNet up here in Canada, which sucks. But I had it on an old ExploreNet pipe. The kind that you can mount various different ways.
I'm getting worried if we.
I read up on the back of it.
Install it to yourself. You need to retune something in the transmitter. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't even know anybody owns one of those.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. I got two of these
radios, microphones. I got the RE27, the 781, Heil, and they're just both great radios. They operate this particular Orion.
Well, the house here, and they get down on the deck. They're pretty low sometimes. But they periodically break the sound barrier here, and I just kind of wonder if maybe that was what Steve heard. There was maybe one of the local air bases.
Hey, good morning, Greg. Yes, very early. 4:15, brother. I do that sometimes. I do that a lot of times, actually.
House exploded from gas or anything, you know. It could be a lot of different things, but a lot of times it's the Air National Guard flying, and you don't know what they're testing at night anymore. They fly some pretty wild aircraft around the area, and I don't know. You got.
Signing out 7-3 to everyone.
And we standing by here listening to the end of the net.
Every month on that. So eventually they'll have to open up about all that. But evidently that's been going on for quite a long time.
And it went to search for satellites and move in front of them, and needless to say, with somebody who wasn't used to it or knew what was going on, it was a shock.
Yeah. It's pretty cool technology, and my understanding is those dishes cost them a whole lot more to make than they sold them for.
Well, just one last question, then somebody wants to come in through the link. Are you able to buy one of those smaller dishes now, separate from what you got originally? They sell them separate?
I don't know. I think if my dish broke, I would have no choice but to get the new one. But you know, I mean, I guess I'd have to buy it. I don't know how long it would take to get it. I have no idea what the warranty replacement would be and so forth. I think it's a 1-year warranty, so you know, I've got my fingers crossed I don't have any problems, Jim.
Okay, Ron, so let's just pick up VK4 Delta Golf Mike on the link there. VK4 BGM, what's the name? QTH over there, over. Yeah. Don't hold the TXT button. Just tap it to go on and tap it to go off when you stop talking, all right?
Yeah, okay, yeah, I've got a problem on our internet tonight, so everyone man his dog's on the internet. Yeah, WB2REM, this is Victor Kilo 4, Delta Alpha Mike, the name is Daryl, Delta Alpha Romeo Yankee Lima, and we're about 20 miles west of Brisbane.
Just down feeling rather than frozen back. So probably because
And I think it was called a Hearthstone. And man, that thing was great because it would heat the rocks up on the outside of the stove, and then the radiant heat from the rocks would heat the walls up. And even after the thing went out, the rock and the walls would keep the house warm for about 4 hours after the fire went out. So those are good. But I remember when it was real cold up near Watertown there. Down there like that, right over.
About the same. I don't know where I can hear you. Your knob is on the California SDR, and that's amazing because knob sounds very loud on the SDR, and I'm halfway between knob and California, and I still can't hear him. That's very unusual. You're talking to me, Andrew, or not? Yeah, I didn't get that 100%. Yeah, in fact, I'm trying to find if I can connect on the Utah SDR and see how it sounds, because it's much nearer than the California. I don't know if it's something that's within a certain geographical.
She likes to say hello. Good morning, Rhonda. Hope everything is well with you up in Hartford. Hope you're doing okay. And just type in if you want to your temperature and anything else you want to say.
Yeah, Gary, I gotta get the extra, man. Especially for early morning. Even for rag chewing. It's like no one on general. On the general portion during the early morning.
Okay, good morning. And, yeah, Steve. Okay, I guess 48. So we're keeping with the 4-degree difference right now. Let me see, okay. I'm just getting started. I might have to stand up for a second in a bit. My back's twinging right now. Let me...
The band just hadn't been there, so the band's there now, so I just letting you know I was here. KNYD, carry on.
Okay, and good morning, J. Fred. And who was the other station?
Jim, quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Are you using Hamachi to do your tunneling?
Oh, I know I had to lower the microphone. My chair was lowered.
California SDR. Mercury III, they can bring that demon out of there.
Yeah, I have, and it was weird. I got it there. I drove it there the day before yesterday. I guess it was Friday. I drove it there. And I drove it up there and then drove back home. 900 miles altogether. And
being run by the inmates down in this country right now. They just instituted a requirement that anybody crossing the borders from Canada or Mexico have to have evidence of a vaccine, having gotten the shot.
Was we just disturbed something else in the amplifier, tapped on it, did a couple things? I don't know. I have no idea. I know that amplifier is weird. I know that, and I had enough of it. I don't want to see it again. I just want to get it fixed, make sure it's all right, and that it's working for somebody. I don't want to sell anybody a bad amplifier, and I want rid of it.
Well, I hear you. Well, it's...
Oh, no, he tends to be an early bird.
I'm early or I'm in the middle. I'm not early every day like you are, and like Jim is. But you got to remember, it's only a few minutes after 6 a.m., and I've watered the cans, fed the clock, watered the cans, and fed the cans. While the...
I'll throw it in the trash, but I do, and I just need to get to the bottom of what's going on. Hopefully he's the guy. If not, it's going to go somewhere else, but we'll give it a shot and see what happens. Hopefully he can get it worked out. It takes it seriously. I don't want to hear, that we looked at it and we can't really figure it out at this point. I just got, I've got 6,000 miles. Every time I drive that thing up, it's 500 up and 500 back. And if I take it up there and drop it off and come back home, that's 1,000.
site. Then I go to pick it up and come back home. That's another 1,000.
I think it's fine, Gary.
1,000 miles of driving in this thing. I'm not afraid to drive, but it's
This is KB2UKA is the frequency in use. CQ 40 meters, KB2UKA. CQ 40. Kilowatt Bravo 2, Uniform Kilowatt America. CQ 40. KB2UKA, Long Island, New York. Any station, anywhere, standing by and listening. CQ 40. KB2UKA. CQ 40 meters. Kilowatt Bravo 2, Uniform Kilowatt America. Calling CQ 40 meters, KB2UKA, Long Island, New York. Any station, anywhere, standing by and listening. CQ 40, KB2UKA. CQ 40 meters. Kilowatt Bravo 2, Uniform Kilowatt America. Calling CQ 40 meters, KB2UKA, Long Island, New York. Any station, anywhere, standing by and listening.
I wondered who was making all that racket. Hey, good morning. WA0JL is down on 25 out here. With you. Good morning.
Good morning. What's the call?
4 Victoria Alpha Zulu.
Also, that crazy guy down there in Georgia there. So, anyway, with the Alpha Zero, Juliet, Italy, Mike. Jim is the name, and I guess ratings the game. How you doing?
Hey, Jim. Good to hear you, man. Doing good. Wow. Number 6 for us, I think. Doing good. Just working on some audio stuff here. Transmit and receive. Mostly receive. The transmit's pretty much in the bag. We got a chilly morning here this morning. I'm sure you have a chilly morning as well. I think you're 5'9". I'll let you know for sure. How are you copying? Over?
I got 5'9". No problem at all. Yeah, I just was setting everything back up here. I had a bad reference oscillator here in the 6700, so I had to go reconfigure everything back. So just all back. I'm only running 3 KC-wise. It's not going to sound as slow as it normally does. Anyway, we're just getting it all back up. I got a bunch of different radios here, so I'm trying to get everything re-equalized and set up. Art might wake up, who knows, and show up and plus us with his presence. What do you think?
Well, I sent them a message this morning, all the guys. They were up late. I saw they were messaging around midnight. So, I don't know. Maybe they're just waking up now. I went to bed late. I think I went to bed at 10 o'clock. That's late for me. Yeah.
The Spanish just did a big shift. So you dropped down on me. Yeah. It's I don't do that late night stuff. In fact, I got smart and I put my phone on automatic go silent. So when the guys are out there haranguing each other, trying to get everybody on a frequency, it's not waking me up because I wasn't going to get up and come down anyway.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's I do the same thing. I do the exact same thing. During the week, I'm up usually 4:45 or 5 a.m. And then that means on the weekend I'm up at that time. I just wake up. Today I slept till 6, and that's because I went to bed later. Oh man, I'm only 41, Jim, but sometimes I feel like I'm 81. Over.
Once you get closer to the numbers, yeah, I know.
Well, when I was your age, I could keep, work the broadcast. I mean, I was up all hours. Over that early, dead late. I used to wake up probably 16 years old. By 7:30, I'm definitely.
Oh, yeah. Jim, I think the band's starting to go between us. I don't know if you still copy me. You dropped to like 4x6. So I'm going to see who else is out there. But probably in a few minutes, it'll be fine. Whiskey Alpha Zero JIM, KB2UKA, 73.
All right, well, it's back already. So, okay. Hit you later. Have a good one. I'm going to get on up on 28. Yep, WA0JM, service KB2UKA.
All right, take care, my friend. 73. I think there was another station in there. If you're still in there, go ahead.
Kilowatt, Norway 4, Victoria, Alpha, Zulu.
Nice signal. Kilowatt, Norway 4, Victoria, Alpha, Zulu. Jeffrey. Boy, your voice sounds familiar, but I don't think we've worked before. Good morning. My name is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf. You're 5 and 9 into Long Island, New York. How copy? Over.
Oh, Roger, Doug. I've got you about 15 over 9. Just a beautiful, beautiful signal into Kentucky. The audio is incredible. I think if we had worked before, I would have remembered. Over.
Okay, Roger. So I guess we have it. But good to meet you, man. We got a chilly morning here. God, I don't even know what it is. It's either 15 or 20, but either way, that's cold. It's 22 today. It's warming up. It's actually going to go up to 34 degrees. Station here is a Sunsdr2 DX. Running about 1,100 watts into a 43-foot ground-mounted vertical. I've got 125 ground radials out there, Jeff. A lot of ground radials. They're 65 feet in length, and there's a legal limit remote tuner at the base of the antenna. And a lot of audio processing, all virtually in a digital audio workstation. So instead of my studio rack being on a desk, I've got it in software. Over.
Oh, Roger. KB2UKA, KN4, BAZ. Oh, Doug, I'll tell you, it's doing a great job. I mean, you just sound incredible here, and you're still 15 over. The audio is just beautiful. I was just kind of going around the band, and I heard you calling, and I thought, man, I've got to shout at him. We have about 21 degrees here right now. Should get a high of about 26 today. But again, that's cold. But it's probably going to get better between now and May or June. But I'm just waiting to get up and do a little antenna work, running a IC 7300 here, just 100 watts stock mic, into an off-center fed dipole, about 35 feet. Over.
Well, it sounds great, Jeff. Very clean signal, really beautiful. Also, I am live streaming on YouTube. I run a YouTube channel. So this morning, I didn't do much talking on the stream. I was playing with the receive audio. But if you want to hear how great you sound, just put my call sign, KB2UKA, into the search box of YouTube. Timestamp right now is 29 minutes, 13 seconds. That's if you want to go back and watch it anytime later today or next year. I would just fast forward to about 26 minutes, and you'll find the QSO and how good you sound. Over.
Oh, Roger, well, I appreciate that very much. If you're live streaming, will I be able to fast forward, rewind it back? Over?
Oh, yeah, you could do it while it's live also. So if you go watch it when we're done with the QSO, as long as I'm still streaming, which I probably will be, just rewind the slider back a tiny bit, and you'll be right in the middle of our QSO. Over.
thank you very much. I will check that out. My mom always told me I had a face made for radio, so I would like to hear how I sound. Over.
Oh, well, I sometimes have the camera on for the video, but I've been down here since about 6 a.m., so no camera yet. But you'll see the Sunsdr software. You'll see your signal report. You'll hear it. You'll see it on the waterfall. You'll see it, the audio spectrum, and it's looking great, man. Over.
Well, thank you very much. I will definitely jump over here and check that out on the tablet. But, man, you have a wonderful, wonderful day, and thank you so much for the contact. Kilo Bravo 2, Uniform Kilo Alpha. God bless and 73s from KN4 BAZ.
All right, Jeff. Take care, my friend. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. 7. What am I? Where am I? 224. Okay. Yeah, man. God bless. Have a beautiful Sunday and a beautiful week. And thanks for the first one. And I hope to work you again. So, Kilo November 4, Victor Alpha Zulu from KB2UKA 73.
73s. Thank you.
All right. Take care. Anyone else out there? Come on back. KB2UKA. Oh, I heard someone in there that I think I know. Hold on, you're a little light. Let me shut this noise reduction off. Come, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, I am pretty light there, Doug, because I am a Pissweek radio station from Texas. Of course, I ain't got that big super duper setup like you got. KB2UKA from Kilo 5 Whiskey, Ocean Whiskey.
Oh, well, K5WOW, Charlie, you came up there, man. You're 5758, 40's trying to make up its mind. Good morning. Good morning. Sounding good. How are you copying me? Over.
I'm really surprised that you're able to copy me. I mean, you're here. I hear every word you're saying, but I'm certainly not doing 1100 watts. I'm only probably putting out about 6 or 7 out of an 80-meter doublet. So I figured you might struggle to hear this week radio from Texas. Over.
Well, nah, man, I'm hearing you fine. There's some QSB in there. I probably have it on my signal as well. There's fading, but I'm hearing 99% of it. Yeah, well, I'm running 1200 watts into a 43-foot vertical. And if you've been listening, you heard I got all that audio processing running as well. Over.
Oh yeah. You're one of the guys that have went virtual. I understand that, and you got it sounding damn good. I have to give you your props. There ain't no doubt about that. You got the Sunsdr kicking and very, very good. So anyway, you know me. I'm running all the old analog junk sitting up here on the desk. Ain't got much to it. Of course, I ain't got no fancy SDR radio. I'm still running the old analog 950 SDX. Over.
Well, it's sounding good, man. When your signal comes up, I hear it. I hear that voodoo in there. It's sounding really good. I thought I had this thing dialed in, and then I added a new plug-in yesterday right at the top of the chain. It's a tube saturator. So it gives me the effect of being analog without being analog. Over.
Of course, I'm not an audio expert, so I can't sit over there and say I can tell the difference. Can't tell the difference, but I can't tell the difference. You know, now if I was up there close where we were kicking each other's doors in, you know, we could nitpick all day. But what I'm hearing down here, Doug, is super fantastic. But you know that. You know that to be a fact. But anyway, my question is how when you are broadcasting, and I'm gonna call it broadcasting. When you're broadcasting here on 40, how wide are you actually talking? because I simply don't have any eye candy. It has to be 4, at least 4. But how much more than 4 are you actually doing right now?
10 hertz more than 4. And I only go 4 when there's no one below me. I'm 40. Click of a button, I'll be 3.3 or 3. So my low end is 10 because that's as low. Actually, no, this will go to 1. But my low end is 10, and my high end is 4010.
Okay, very good. Well, I figured you was at least 4. So I was pretty close. Of course, this one here, I always run it at 20. And about 4.2, 4.3 is the top end on the top. So I'm not much more than what you are right now.
No, yeah, I see it on the pan adapter. You know, it sounds great. You know, so what I like about this setup, if I want to go to 3 or if I want to go to 3.3, because the racks in Logic Pro in the software, I have, so I'll click a button in the SDR software and I'll go to 3 kilohertz, and then I'll go over to Logic Pro and I'll choose my 3 kilohertz profile. So then my EQ changes, all the levels change, everything changes to match that profile.
Oh yeah, very good, very good. Yeah, that's something I have done. I only have 2 profiles out here. The one that I'm operating now, because I very seldom will ever change the bandwidth. And of course, I always listen as well as I'm talking. So therefore, if I hear somebody there already, I won't fire up. But 2 profiles, this one and 6.7. So I got one set up for 6.7, and I very seldom will ever go out to 6.7 unless I run across a group of guys that are already out there talking 6.7, and of course they're listening that wide. Other than that, I just said that's the profile I'm at now. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and cut you loose. I know you're probably struggling to hear me, but I heard you the other day. I can't remember. It was here on 40, but man, you had a hell of a pile-up going. I think it was your 4th hour of broadcasting on 40 that day. I called a couple of times, but I said, "Oh, the hell with it. I'll catch you another day." But I'm glad I ran across you here this morning, and maybe one day we'll cross paths on 20 and have a little bit better signal. 20, 17, something like that. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Say la vie, man. Have a good day. Sounding great down here in the Texas. God almighty, now I can't remember. Anyway, we'll just call you 2UAK. Okay, by the real day. See you later, Doug. Bye-bye.
All right, Charlie. Well, I'm glad we got to talk to each other. Have a beautiful, blessed Sunday. And the suffix of the call is UKA, Uniform Kilowatt Alpha, KB2UKA. 73, Charlie.
Okay, Kilo Bravo. I'll keep that in mind. Sorry I mucked it up, but anyway, see you later.
Take care, my friend. All right, let's see. KB2UKA. Anyone want to hop in there?
Kilo Norway 4, Victor Alpha Zulu. Doug, you still copy me, over?
Oh, yeah, I still got you nice. What's up?
I switched to my Sierra Mic 30 desk mic, and I just wanted to see what I sounded like on that one. I apologize for being rude, over.
Oh, you're not being rude at all. It sounds good. Come back to me again. I'm going to shut off some noise cancellation I'm running on the receive so you could hear it, the raw version of it. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you, Doug. Thank you very much, because I was looking at the live stream, and I just wanted to see how this one sounded. Kilo Bravo 2, Uniform Kilo Alpha, KN4VOZ. Doug, thank you so much.
Absolutely. I like it. It's nice and crisp. It's got that, what I like to say, that cardboard, slow, or maybe construction paper, slow tear to the upper mids. I like it, man. Sounds good. Over.
Great, thank you. I was using the hand mic earlier, and I thought, man, I'd jump in there and see if he's got a quick minute. Let me see how this one sounds. What's your time signature on the live, over?
Right now we are 40 minutes exactly. Just hit 40.
Thank you so much, Doug. Thank you so much, man. God bless you and your family. Stay safe. And 73 again from KN4 BAZ.
All right, my friend. Anytime. That's why I do this, man. I do this so people can hear themselves. I took 7 years off from the hobby, and in July of 2020, one of my first contacts was a good friend of mine now, Alex, Whiskey 7 Hotel United, down in Florida, and he was live streaming, and I never even knew people were doing that, and I just thought it was the coolest thing, so I started doing it. Over.
Oh, Roger. Well, it is something that I should probably look into. I'll have to get some of the kids or grandkids help. Over.
Hold on, sorry about that. Give me 1 second. My kid just came in here. KB2UKA, standing by for a sec. Sorry about that. My daughter was just telling me all the horrible things her brother just said to her. What was that last thing you said? Go ahead.
Oh, Roger, I just talking about the microphones and the radios, but I'm just glad to be able to get on here and, like I said, do a sound comparison of the mics. That's just fantastic. Over.
All right, Jeff. Yeah, no problem, man. Anytime. Well, God bless you and your family as well. Kilo November 4, Victor Alpha Zulu from KB2UKA 73.
73's Doug, and thank you again. KN4 BAZ.
KB2UKA, Long Island, standing by and listening. Whiskey Delta 4 Alpha Romeo Tango. Art, good to speak with you, brother. It's been a little while. It hasn't been that long. It's been a little over a month. How you doing this morning, over?
Hey, Doug, doing great. Yeah, I was out of town. I was out of the country for about 10 days. No access to a radio or anything, but I got back home and I started working on my setup, and I thought I'd check you out this morning and see if you were on, and see if I could get on and see what this microphone sounds like. I changed out to this really cheap $20 microphone, and I'm just wondering if it actually makes any sound at all. Over.
I'm hearing you, brother. Unfortunately, I'm hearing you 3 or 4 by 7. So it's not going to be a good representation of the mic. There's QSB right now. The band's still waking up, but from what I hear, it sounds good. There might not be enough upper mids or highs, but I like I said, I really can't tell right now. Over.
Okay, yeah, thanks. You think more compression would work? I mean, I know you can't really hear it because of the noise level. And I'm at 100 watts out of my 100 currently, so I'm maxed out. But I wonder if I could put more compression.
Well, now you're a 3 by 6, so we got to do it. We got to do it on a day. I'm hearing you like at least 5'8", 5'8" to 5'9". Then I could give you my opinion. I'd be doing the wrong thing if I did it right now. Over.
Copy that. Thank you. I appreciate it. One of these days, I've got a great big setup that I'm working on a Houston HW101, and I'm going to have it on the air and I'm supposed to be able to see if I can kind of A/B the message with the monitor and hear it on your YouTube channel. So that's one of my goals in the near future, if I get the time. I really do appreciate you doing this, and I really do enjoy it. Over.
No problem, no problem. All right, my friend. Well, maybe we'll try again another time, Art. Well, we will try again another time. Whiskey Delta 4 ART from KB2UKA. Hopefully the band wakes up a little better. 73. All right, take care. Let's see if my good friend's in there. Another Art. N4QNT, you listening? Okay, he should be on here in a little bit. This is KB2UKA, Long Island, New York. Any station, anywhere. Go ahead.
Kilo Charlie Zero, Oscar Golf Hotel.
Kilo Charlie Zero, Oscar Golf Hotel. Good morning, Justin. Wow, 40's still pretty long. My name is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf, Long Island, New York. I'll give you a signal report next transmission. How copy? Over.
Good morning, Doug. As you know, the name here is Justin. We're in the Kansas City, Missouri area, so on the western side of the state. You are 5'8", 5'9" in here with very nice audio, sounding really good on this end, Doug. Over.
All right, Roger. Well, thank you. You're 5'7" to 5'8". This is going to be QSB as the sun gets up higher in the sky here. But sounded really good. I'd love to know what you're running. I'm running a Sunsdr2 DX, about 1100 watts with a Mercury III amplifier into a 43-foot ground-mounted vertical, 125 ground radials, and a legal limit remote tuner. And all the audio is processed virtually in Logic Pro. Over.
Roger that, Doug. Well, you're running a bit more power than I am. I'm only putting out about 800 right now. The radio is an Icon 7300. The amplifier is an Amp Supply Company LK500 model. The antenna here is a 135-foot doublet fed with ladder line back to the shaft, and we're using a Palstar AT4K tuner to load that up wherever we want to operate, basically. And let's see, it's doing about 800 watts here. The audio processing is actually something new to me here. Just acquired one of the W2IHY EQ Plus setups here. And largely got that because the amplifier is noisy, and we wanted some of the noise reduction features on the setup here to get the fan noise out of our audio. So I would be curious to hear, what you think of it. Over.
Well, similar to the last station, there's too much static and there's too much QSB. You drop down to about a 4x6. But from what I heard when we first started talking, I liked it. There were a couple of stations answering me, and you cut right through them. Over.
Yeah, Roger that. I understand the noise issue. Like I said, we're just kind of exploring here, so learning a little bit about the adjustments that are possible with this unit. Did not mention that the height of the microphone is one of the high pro headsets. Generally speaking, I like the microphone, but hate the headset. So we're probably going to be having a boom mic and a console pair of earphones at some point. Doug, I will keep you. I know you want to work some other stations, I'm sure, and I understand we're up and down here on 40. I heard you in there, and you were sounding good. Wanted to answer you back. Over.
Oh, well, that's what I'm here for. I want to talk to as many people as possible, Justin, but you're sounding good. Sounding good. You came up a little bit there in the end. Kilo Charlie Zero, Oscar Golf Hotel from KB2UKA. If you've been listening, or if you haven't been listening, I'm live on YouTube. So if you want to hear yourself, just put the call sign into YouTube, and you'll find my channel. And if you watch it back later, we are 49 minutes 11 seconds into today's video. 73, my friend. Take care.
All right, Doug, I'll check that out, man. I appreciate the heads up on that. That'll be interesting to take a look at. And maybe we'll catch up with you again when conditions are just a little bit better for us. Have a great day, and we may listen in for a little while also. We may toot around. Who knows? We're going to have fun no matter what. Have a great day, and we'll look forward to seeing you again sometime, hopefully. This is KC0OGH.
Okay, 73, my friend. God bless. Take care. Let's see. Art, are you in there yet? N4QNT. Do you copy KB2UKA?
Kilo Juliet 4, Zulu Mike Victor.
Oh man, sounding good. Kilo Juliet 4 Zulu Mike Victor. Terrence, good morning, my friend. How you doing this morning? Over.
Hey Doug, I'm doing great, man. How you doing this morning? Sounding great. Coming to Clarksville, Louisiana. I heard your melodious voice, so I just had to stop in and say good morning to you, Roger.
Oh, well, you know, I hear you on the band quite often. And you're one of the stations that I stop on because you've got the audio zeroed in beautifully. We're doing good. We're doing really, really good. Unfortunately, my business partner, and you might have seen it in the paper, my business partner and New York Islander Hall of Famer Clark Gillies passed away 2 days ago. So we're dealing with that. It was kind of sudden, and we're going to have a busy week this week because of that. Over?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's a lot of things going on, man. I mean, even around my neck of the woods, man, we had some definite panic for the holidays too. My sister-in-law, she passed away. But yeah, it's really sad. But hey, well, on a brighter note, you're sounding good, and hope all is well with you and your family there, right?
Oh yeah, we're good. We are good. There's these kids might be getting rid of their masks in another couple of weeks. The governor said that'll be great. You know, my little ones they're very little. My son has no idea what it's like to not wear a mask in school. My daughter had 1 year without it, so we're looking forward to that. I know it's only January, but we're looking forward to some warm weather as well. Over.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely, and I know, yeah, everybody's going to be happy to shed those masks there. But I guess you got to, you know, keep in mind what is the science saying about that? I mean, is it a governor mandated thing, or does science support taking off the mask again?
Oh, well, we could talk about that offline. If I get into it too much right now, YouTube shuts the stream down. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, wow. Are you serious? I didn't know that. Wow. Yeah, well, I was just curious, so I don't want you to get things shut down over there. Hey, I'm working a different microphone here on a different note. I'm no longer on the PR40. I still have it, but I picked up the 27ND by Electro Voice there, Roger.
Oh, that's a beautiful mic. Beautiful, beautiful mic. If you hear that thump, sorry about that. I've got the bass way up in this profile, and when somebody walks above me, the mic picks it up, even with the noise gate on. Oh my God, what are they tap dancing up there? It sounded really good. That's a beautiful mic. I ordered a new mic. It's not going to be here till March. It's an SE Electronics Dynacaster. It's basically an RE27, but it has a built-in preamp of an extra 30 dB, so you don't need to run a cloud lifter. But your mic's sounding great. Over.
Hey, Roger, man, I can't wait to hear yours when you get it. It's not by Electric Voice, the one that you're getting. And I don't need a cloud lifter with this one either, because this is it's a dynamic microphone, so it doesn't require a cloud lifter, right?
Yeah, it's not an Electro Voice. No, I actually never even heard of the company until I came across this mic. It's Sierra Echo Electronics. Sierra Echo Electronics. But you're starting to fade a little bit on me, Terrence, unfortunately. Like I said, the band's a little bipolar right now. But really, really good to hear you in there. The mic, when you were in there 5'9", the mic's beautiful. Your audio's always beautiful. So thanks for saying hello to me. And as always, I can't wait to speak with you again. Kilo Juliet 4, Zulu Mike Victor, from KB2UKA. Take care. God bless, my friend.
Take care, Doug. All the best to you, my friend. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Be safe up there. Enjoy your day. And hey, on a brighter note, science. Take care, my friend. All the best. 7-3.
All right, my friend. Take care. Let's see if my good friend is in there. Also, my other good friend, Art, November 4 QNT. Do you copy KB2UKA?
Oh, yes, KB2UKA from N4 QNT. Good morning, Doug, and to the stream and everyone listening. So, yeah, just hear you very, very well. Little QSB, Doug, but I did listen to the other station prior to Terrence. I heard him okay, but no copy. I guess he's in the Kentucky area, so this kind of tells us how the band's playing right now.
Yep. Same on my end, Art. 5-7 Q5 copy. I might lighten up the audio here, make it sharper, if we're not that strong yet between each other. Good morning. God, we haven't spoken in a week, Art, and that's a long time for us. That's it. I locked myself in here around 6:30 this morning, and I'm not leaving till I'm done. Over.
There you go. Yeah, and of course, I know we correspond on the other social hook, the social media thing, but yeah, really sorry to hear about your friend Doug, and it's like you said, it's just wow, all of a sudden, just every day now, a story or something, just one by one, and young ages. It's amazing what's going on here, but yeah, so you're sounding good. I like the audio settings, of course. I know you've been working on that, but just the way schedule right now, working and a snow day event here and all that, and just seems like we've missed each other the past week, but good to hear you now. You're sounding great.
Thank you. Well, I don't know if you saw Steve's video the other day. He put a tube saturator at the top of his plug-in chain, and what goes by Steve goes by Doug. So I've got a tube saturator running. I'll pull it up on the screen. Hold on. So it's before the EQ. This is it right here. So it's got if you have the stream up, it's got a drive control. I've got the bass turned to 6 dB. I've got the mid on 1.2, and I've got the treble on, where the hell is the treble? On 1.6. And a little bit of output power, maybe a little bit more. There we go. But yeah, so I think it added a little bit of color to the audio. Over.
I hear that. Wow, there seems to be a little more depth, a warm tone, right? And that's all those, I think that plug-in or VST, that's what it's designed for, that slight little effect. But that tube, and I think a smart place to place it, first one in the chain, is that correct?
Yep, first one in the chain. Yeah, I still have this profile labeled experimental, but I've been getting good feedback on it. So I've got I was talking about this the other day. I've got an RTL SDR dongle getting delivered today. And what I'm thinking of doing is setting it up on the PC upstairs with, I don't know, like 6 inches of coax. And I'm going to try to see how I could monitor myself. It's such an insanity, Art. I want to be able to hear what everything sounds transmitted. I just don't know if what that thing picking me up 100 feet from the antenna, with like half a watt of drive, if it's going to sound the same as it sounds to you in the Carolinas.
Well, that would be a really good experiment, and I'm eager to know that. Oh boy, I'll stand by a second. I thought I heard a station in between my words. Go ahead. Doug, go ahead, Doug.
Is there a station in there? Go ahead. I thought I heard something too, but I guess there's no one there. Go ahead, Art.
Okay. Yeah, no, that would be an interesting experiment. I'll let you know something I did a couple of years ago when I first got the Anon, and of course, you know, experimenting with pure signal. At the time, I still had the other radio. I had the Flex on the desk, the Flex 6400. And what I did with that is I took my dummy load, pretty decent dummy load, and I took that outside to the backyard, pretty much a hookup out there with the remote switching, and had that hooked up on whatever antenna port, I think maybe 3. And then I loaded up my Anon with the on at the desk in the shack with no antenna hooked up. And I just started very, very slow and light, a few, little, maybe 80 watts, barefoot, of course, and then slowly graduated to 500 watts with the amplifier. And I was able to do a perfect test. And also the audio, I mean, it was unreal setting up the audio. It was live, right? Headphones hooked up to the Flex, and I was up to 500 watts, so, and there was no problem. I mean, the radio, 45, almost 50 over 9, and it was beautiful. The AGC was set, everything was just right, and got to visually check pure signal, disabled, enabled as a test, and then, of course, set up audio that way, too. Go ahead.
Yeah, so that's the plan. Like, and the reason I'm doing it is I'm hearing harshness in my, Steve talks about this too. It sounds in my headphones like I'm overdriving, and I am clipping a little bit in the DAW, but I know that that's getting attenuated in the transmit where it's almost perfect, but I need to hear it myself. Over.
And you do, and you'll totally agree. I mean, I noticed it. I just don't want to jump in here. You know how it goes. I mean, you've been doing a lot of experimenting, making a lot of adjustments, trying different plugins in the audio loop, the audio chain. And, I just don't want to jump in and go, oh, man, what's going on here? It's subtle. It's there. And, I mean, you are so close, and it's just a gain control. At this point, I don't think it's EQing. You might be a little hot in one of the segments here, but pulling or rolling off might help. But still, I believe it's gain structure.
1, 2, 5.
Output levels via the gear, the actual first piece of equipment, the Focusrite or whichever box you're using now for your USB interface, or final stage output in the VST, that gain control. One of the two, I think once you get an ear on it and you hear it, you'll realize it and you'll make those adjustments on the fly. And I think that'll be a great thing with the, with the receive dongle.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Well, I just noticed that my mic gain was 2 dB higher than I normally run it. So, and I actually feel like it came down in the headphones a little bit where it doesn't sound as harsh.
Good morning, Doug.
Okay. That might have been Bill. I'll stand by. I thought so, maybe. I don't hear him well, but see if that was Bill.
Oh, yeah, Bill. Oh, man, booming in here.
Yeah. Well, go ahead and pick it up with Art. That's okay. I just wanted to say good morning to you guys, and you can have back at it. I'm just in here listening, KB2UKA.
All right, Bill. Art, do you hear him?
Morning, fellas.
Only on the stream.
Okay. And I think there was someone else in there. Go ahead.
Morning, fellas, in 3 PKJ.
Hey, Todd. Good morning, man. How you doing?
What I sound like, if anybody's coughing me well enough, because I was just told that my remote, which I'm remote at the moment, sounds like crud. And I'm like, the last I knew, it ought to be fine.
Well, Todd, you're never that strong here. So you're sounding the way you normally sound to me, and it's so hard to actually let you know how your audio sounds, especially right now because 40's trying to figure itself out, and there's a load of QSB. You're 5.7 to 3x6. But from what I'm hearing, I don't hear any difference to what it normally sounds like. Over?
A good deal, because somebody else was on the remote, but they were down on 80, and they were trying to talk to somebody, and there's like, oh, there's all kinds of RF on the signal, and it's real garbled, and so forth, and I'm like, not that I know of, because I use this all the time, and it's fine any other time. So, I was quite curious here.
Well, the gods have spoken, Todd. You came up to a 5.9 for about 10 seconds. There is 0 RFI on your signal. Over.
Well, that answers that question. I don't know what they were talking about there a little bit ago on 80, because they were within a place where I can't transmit, and if it's fine right at the moment, but then again, we're on 40, not 80, but as far as I know, there shouldn't be any issue anywhere around.
No, well, that's another thing. The RFI, I have that issue. The RFI could be on another band. So if it is on another band, then it could be there. It could be there. All right, Todd. Well, from what I'm hearing, it sounds fine. So I hope you have a great day. N3PKG, KB2UKA. Take care, my friend.
Okay there, Doug. We'll talk to you later. And hi to everybody else. I think Rick is in there, and God knows who else. I was half listening because I was trying to deal with the person on my remote and listening to you and trying to figure out what was going on all at the same time. So I'll be here on the side listening.
Yeah, but thank you. But again, you're strong now, and no, there's no RFI. At least not here on. Sorry about that. At least not here on 40. So, Bill, how you doing this morning?
Pretty good, Doug. Man, you're huge into Pennsylvania. You're like 25, 30 over there at times. Voice sounded good, Doug. How's your day going?
It's going good. I'm going to get out of here in a minute. I got to get a haircut. It's going good. So, Art, I put the limiter back on in the compressor limiter. So that was clipping a little bit, and it's still clipping, but the limiter's kicking in right at 0 dB. Are you hearing me loud enough to tell me what you think?
Oh yeah, you're booming in, and the band just shifted, and I heard Bill pop in. Wow, good morning, Bill. Man, booming in at the moment. We'll see if it holds. And boy, I'll tell you, Doug, you were just on the verge. I think you mentioned on your last transmission here, with us, with me, you and I, you ticked back a little bit, a few dB, 2 dB perhaps. It's still kind of showing signs that it's on the verge of being a bit hot or harsh. And I would just try a little more. Whatever that first adjustment you did earlier, I think it was the radio side you mentioned, maybe a 5 dB difference. I'd like to hear that.
This is 5 dB less. This is plus 12 dB in the mic gain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Beautiful. There it is. So you know your timeline when you and I first started on the stream. I mean, I would imagine you I'm not sure if that's your radio audio. Maybe I shouldn't mention that then. That's right. I don't think that's your radio audio, right, on the stream when you're transmitting, when you go back to hear it?
No, that's just the DAW audio.
Yeah, oh my goodness. You nailed it, man. I'm telling you, I know you're always were making these little tiny adjustments here and there. And of course it's usually EQing levels, but this actual gain level, this is smooth. That's it right there.
All right, beautiful. So now, you know I don't like running the limiter. Here is the limiter off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think it should have, if anything, it should have brightened it up a little bit. What do you think?
I believe so. It seems like it's a filter. It's putting a layer over the whole, bandwidth of audio here, and it's almost like a filter, and it seemed brighter to me with it off.
Now, if you're watching the screen, look at this spectrum analyzer. See all that low end? That's what I wanted. So, but what I was hearing, it sounded harsh on the high end, and that must have been from the gain structure in the radio.
Yeah, 100%. Seems like someone came in just above us here. It looks like maybe 226 or so, but no problem. Bill, did you pick up on that? Did you notice perhaps a little bit of, I'm not sure how long you've been listening, but that subtle change with that last gain adjustment?
No idea. Doug was coming in very strong when he did that change. He told him, boy, it sounded really, really nice.
That's great. Let me check. Yep, and my amp drive is still the same. Still the same. Really? Like, come on.
Right now.
Is that up or sideband?
You know what I think it is, Doug. I think Art went up and talked to him there. That's
it. Yep.
All right, yeah, they were trying to coordinate finding another spot. They realized it was in use, Doug.
All right, cool. I thought it was upper sideband for a second.
Started firing up a KC away, but you know how the band plays. Maybe they didn't hear me or they didn't hear you, either way, or whatever. So I guess they're just trying to find another spot.
All right, yeah. So that's really it, guys. I've been down here since like 6:30. I gotta hop. I don't wanna, but I gotta.
Hey, Wolf. I seen one thing. I was on the group chat there, and I seen looks like Don's mate going to try to sell his rig. He's probably looking for a knob radio, I'd say.
Yeah, I saw that. Well, that'll probably sell pretty quick.
Oh yeah, especially on the enthusiast, the Sun page.
Yep. There's a lot of guys on that page that don't have one yet.
Well, I understand, a little bit about, relying and always having, Rick would come in and have to make an adjustment, fix something or whatever, reboot or, and he, Don does very, very well with his IC 7300, but I could imagine the 7610 on his desk, larger, more robust, and second receiver. And then, of course, he can always IF it and put out a breakout screen with the pan adapter and the waterfall. So he'll still have the best of both worlds, but I think his logic is it's more manageable.
Oh, yeah. He'll be good. He'll be golden. All right, guys. Hopefully I catch you later. Have a great day. It's shower time and then haircuts for me and the boy. So Bill, Art, take care. Frequency is all yours.
Go ahead, Bill.
Oh, okay, Doug. Yeah, have a good day, and maybe we'll catch up with you a little bit down the log here, and instead of getting a haircut, get them all cut. You know, I'm always goofing off. So KB2UKA, Kilo 1 Whiskey India Lima. We'll talk to you later, Doug.
7-3, Doug. Enjoy the trip out with your son, the haircut, and great quality time, and that, you know, that's awesome. And we'll catch up later. 7-3 from N4.
All right, guys. Yeah, Bill, I say that joke, so don't feel bad. I say that every time I hear someone's getting a haircut. I will make sure to get them all cut. KB2UKA 73.
Okay, buddy. You know, it's an old cliche, but you always got to throw that in there. Have a good one, Doug. 73.
All right, guys. Have a great, great day. Take care.